Weather on the Hour is brought to you by Teplic Laser Surgery Centers. Your vision for the future.
It's National Enquirer TV, news to make you gossip.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to National Enquirer TV. I'm Susan Campos.
And I'm Mike Walker. Funny man Dana Carvey provided the punchlines on Saturday Night Live, but a dispute with his landlord is no laughing matter. His legal brief is a renter's beef.
After Dana Carvey signed off from Saturday Night Live, he headed off to Malibu and coughed up 14 grand a month for a posh seaside pad. But when Dana moved out, he claims his landlord overlooked a little something, Dana's $28,000 security deposit. The man who played the church lady hauled homeowner Waleed Al-Omar into arbitration and won a $36,000 award. That money not only covered part of the deposit, it also made up for damages and attorney's fees. Now Dana's filed a lawsuit in civil court to try to recoup his cash. Now isn't that special?
In case you're wondering where Dana Carvey is these days, he's been taking a lengthy hiatus after undergoing heart surgery back in 1997. Hopefully, he'll be back on the screen before long in a project he's writing for himself. Susan?
Thanks, Mike. They're talented, they're famous, but can you guess which stars never made it through high school and which went on to Harvard? They may have left school without a diploma, but they're still at the top of their class when it comes to moviegoers. Demi Moore was best at playing truant when she was at school. She used to hide under a sweet shop counter while her mother searched for her. Demi dropped out at 16 to act and model, but paid the bills by working at a debt collecting agency instead. Demi says, "I was fumbling through life. I was cross-eyed and clumsy, an ugly duckling." Jim Carrey also left the classroom early on, a straight-A student until misfortune hit his family. At 14, Carrey's father lost his job, and Jim was forced to make ends meet by working nights in a local factory. The worn-out schoolboy went from being one of the brightest students to being a hard-working family provider. He dropped out at 16 and later said, "I learned that life offers no assurances, so you might as well do what you're really passionate about." It was passion that Sean Connery lacked as a youngster. Connery, who never made it to high school, became a dropout at the age of 13. He drifted around after leaving school. Odd jobs included polishing coffins and posing for art classes. He says, "I grew up with no notion of a career, much less acting." Some stars were actually star pupils. Who would have thought that Dolph Lundgren achieved academic excellence? This Universal Soldier has a master's degree in chemical engineering and was also the recipient of a Fulbright scholarship to MIT. X-Files star David Duchovny is extra intelligent. David graduated from prestigious Princeton University and then got his master's in English literature from Yale, where he first began to act. He was also on the verge of a PhD, but never completed his dissertation. He might have goofed it up on In Living Color.
That's why we decided to review our favorite series from the past.
But you may have never guessed that funny man David Alan Grier is another celebrity smarty. He got his BA from the University of Michigan and then went on to get his master's from the Yale School of Drama. Very much like Meryl Streep, who is blessed not only with incredible acting ability, but with incredible intelligence. She plays a teacher in the upcoming release, Music of the Heart.
You shouldn't quit something just because it's hard.
And Meryl is no stranger to education. The two-time Academy Award winner got her BA in English and drama and went on to get her master's in fine arts at Yale School of Drama. Well, she certainly has mastered the art of acting. Here's another surprising high school dropout, news anchor Peter Jennings. I'm always surprised by that one.
Well, you're in the news business. What school did you go to?
I went to USC. Horrible. I was a horrible student. What about you?
10th grade, high school dropout, working newsman by age 17.
Wow, but I bet you knew all the gossip in high school.
Honey, I wrote
in
Junior
10th
High
grade.
School Confidential.
I bet you did. Brendan Fraser is riding high, but his brother is broke and homeless in Hollywood and claims that Brendan won't lift a finger to help him. Reporter Mary Deno has the story.
A few miles from where 30-year-old Brendan Fraser lives in luxury is his 35-year-old brother Reagan, who is homeless and sleeps on park benches. Reagan has stated, quote, "I've hit rock bottom. My brother is a superstar, and yet he acts as though I'm not even alive," end quote. Reagan has also said, quote, "Since we were kids, Brendan and I were best friends. I never thought Brendan would turn his back on his own flesh and blood," end quote. Reagan served 3 weeks in jail after a fight with a former landlord, resulting in a criminal telephone harassment charge. Reagan says he wasn't invited to Brendan's wedding last September, and attempts to contact Brendan have gone unanswered. Brendan, meanwhile, remains mum on his brother, most likely hoping the whole problem will just disappear. I'm Mary Deno, National Enquirer TV.
Reagan is the first to admit he's had problems with his entire family, especially his father. He told the Enquirer that a violent fight with his dad led to his parents bringing a restraining order against him. Despite this, he still hopes for a reconciliation. And now it's time for Mike's Planet Gossip.
Now, all the news you really need to know. Demi Moore's got her fancy doll collection. Jay Leno collects antique cars. And rocker Melissa Etheridge, pens from airports. Says, Melissa, you turn them upside down and the little something goes back and forth, and it says the town on it. I have hundreds from all over the world. Oh, man, do these rock stars lead exciting lives or what? Sex, pens, rock and roll. And from our Parched Pooch department, ER star Laura Innes's temperature rose when she saw a dog in the back of a van in a supermarket parking lot, and all the windows were rolled up in terrible heat. Laura marched into the store, got on the loudspeaker, and barked that she would call the cops if somebody didn't come forward. Well, when the dog's owner appeared, Laura gave the woman a severe dressing down and got her to open the windows. Yay, Laura. And shooting the upcoming Joan of Arc movie, Mila Jovovich held up a huge battle scene involving 1,800 extras just to save the life of a worm. Cameras were rolling when Mila reared up on her horse and frantically yelled, "Stop!" Staff members rushed to see if she was hurt, but Mila dismounted, picked up a worm near her horse's hooves, jumped back in the saddle, and galloped the little critter off to safety. And Prince William pays homage to a commoner. He set up a shrine in his room to pop Princess Britney Spears. And the 17-year-old blue blood has asked Dad Charles to arrange a meeting with the singer when she comes to England. As you command, your royal teeny bopperness. And Pamela Anderson bumped into Monica Lewinsky at a charity event and thrilled the ex-presidential plaything by ordering 7 items from Monica's new handbag line. Monica told Pam, "I'm so excited." Hey, for once, Monica's not left holding the bag. And now you know it all. Almost.
Coming up, Di's dresses, from class to crass.
Secrets of set romances.
And the ultimate star ego trip. Next on National Enquirer TV.
I can't seem to forget you. From the first time I ever met you, I can't seem to forget you. Your windsong stays on my mind.
Windsong Perfume by Prince Machiavelli.
Don't touch! No, 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 no. Hold it! My family touches everything, so to fight bacteria, I switched from Lysol to something new.
New Clorox Disinfecting Spray, a breakthrough in fighting bacteria. Watch. Lysol's protection fades as the surface is touched, but Clorox keeps killing 99.9% of bacteria around the clock, up to 24 hours. New Clorox Disinfecting Spray, the only one that kills 99.9% of bacteria for 24 hours.
The other day, I'm driving down Broadway when that pastrami on ride catches up with me. Heartburn, big time. My passenger says, "Here, take a Zantac 75. I say, "What are you, a doctor?" And he says, "Yeah."
The medicine in Zantac 75 is the #1 doctor-prescribed acid reducer. It relieves even your toughest heartburn, controlling acid for up to 12 hours.
A real gentleman, that doctor.
Zantac 75 for tough heartburn. Doctors know.
Last minute, gotta go get it. Time's running out, so run out to Wards for last-minute gift ideas, like VCRs from $69.99 after $10 mail-in rebate. Gotta go, gotta go. Buy 5-disc CD changers from $49.99 after $10 rebate. Gotta go get it. TVs from $79.99 after $10 rebate. Gotta go get it. All housewares are on sale too. Ward's last minute gift ideas now through Christmas Eve. You can't get smarter than Ward's.
Welcome back to National Enquirer TV. It was the auction of a lifetime. The beautiful dresses of Princess Diana went to the highest bidder and raised $5 million for charity. But you'll never guess where these royal gowns ended up. She was the people's princess, the Queen of Hearts, loved by the world for her compassion and admired for her style. Many of her gowns were auctioned off for charity and raised over $5 million.
Her death impacted people all across the country and the world, and the fact that her dresses turned up in some strange places, it caused quite an uproar with some people.
Jennifer Geyser is the VP of Romance Classics, the cable TV channel that bought 3 of Diana's dresses.
It's an ivory satin gown with a bolero jacket, and we purchased this gown for $90,000. It was actually one of the most expensive dresses. One of the other dresses we bought is the blue chiffon crepe gown, and we paid $60,000 for this gown. The third dress that Romance Classics purchased is a black, heavily beaded gown. We paid $40,000 for this dress, so we got a bargain there.
The dresses are now on tour for everyone to see. They went around the country to museums, charity dinners, and, would you believe, shopping malls?
The reason malls was one of our stops is because there's high traffic there, and people really, we had such a response. We had to go where people can get to easily.
And if you thought shopping malls were strange, this beaded and embroidered cream silk dinner dress was bought for nearly $35,000 by the International Gem, Mineral, and Jewelry Show, and then taken apart.
She stripped the dress. She took all the pearls off of it, and she made them into earrings and lapel pins, and she actually sells them each for $1,000.
Another dress managed to stay in one piece, but it showed up in a very bizarre place.
One person bought a dress, and what she did was, she's a horse owner, and in one of her miniature horse shows, she actually had one of her stable girls wearing one of these dresses. People were appalled. They saw it and said, "What are you doing?"
The good news is this dress actually raised thousands of dollars for AIDS and breast cancer charities, continuing Princess Diana's philanthropic legacy. One man spent $50,000 on one of Diana's dresses as a gift for his wife. At first, people thought he'd try to cash in like many others, but they have simply displayed it in their home. His wife has never even tried on the dress out of respect and fondness for the late Princess Diana. Mike?
No man is an island, but some well-known celebrities came from the islands of Hawaii and washed up on the shores of Hollywood, where they blossomed into mega movie stars. Here are some of Honolulu's hometown heroes. The word Honolulu means sheltered harbor. This beautiful city on the island of Oahu is known for its sugar. But it's also given us some sweet celebrities. Honolulu hottie Tia Carrera hit high tide with her breakthrough role in Wayne's World.
I'd raise the bridge, file down the nut, and take the buzz out the low E.
God, I love this woman.
Surfs up for superstar songbird Bette Midler, raised in Honolulu and known for her work in Beaches and First Wives Club.
I said morning.
Mega movie star Nicole Kidman was born an island girl. She turned up the heat on her career, then reeled in quite a catch, Hollywood heartthrob Tom Cruise. Honolulu-born Erin Gray was best known for her Silver Spoons role. Kelly Preston caught the wave in For the Love of the Game. With its sunny beaches and exotic flowers, Honolulu doesn't have to apologize for the lack of diamonds at Diamond Head. They're only calcite crystals. They've already delivered some real gems.
Honolulu is also home to the man who inspired Charlie Chan. Chang Apana, a police officer in the 1920s, was the model for this fictional character. Susan?
Coming up, love and lust on movie sets. When romance starts behind the scenes, does it last beyond opening night? Next on National Enquirer TV.
Who is it?
It's me, influenza. You know, the flu. Coming in.
He's influenza.
How are you?
And he'll make you miserable with symptoms like fatigue, high fever, cough, headache, and body
People
aches.
say I have an infectious laugh. What do you think?
Introducing Relenza, a new prescription medicine to help you start feeling better sooner. The virus that causes the flu lives in the lungs.
Go away.
If you think you have symptoms of the flu, talk to your doctor right away.
I'm not bugging you, am I?
Relenza is an antiviral medicine that's inhaled. You should be shown how to use the inhaler. Those with chronic lung disease or asthma may experience wheezing and should consult their doctor. Side effects occurred in 3% or less of patients and included nausea, diarrhea, and sinusitis.
Soup. Yeah, that'll do the trick. Soup.
If your doctor says it's influenza, ask about Relenza.
I have a fantasy. In the fantasy, there are no boundaries, no walls on my senses. Body fantasies. My skin is perfumed in flowers and fruit from 1,000 gardens. Body fantasies. My arms, my legs are weightless and flawless to the touch. Body fantasies.
Body Fantasies by Parfums Decor.
KATU and US West Dex are proud to bring you Dexcel and Reading, a commitment to literacy, a commitment to local children. Here's one way you can join us.
Support First Book, a program giving disadvantaged kids a chance to own and read their very first books. With your help, more children will discover the magic of reading. Call this number to learn more.
We're opening young minds to new worlds. Dexcel and Reading, proudly presented by US West Dex, First Book, and KATU.
The power of 2000 has even more power with the 10-day trend.
We'll give you an outlook that provides weather patterns for 10 straight days.
The station that gave you weather on the hour now brings you the 10-day trend.
We're taking weather to the next level,
Giving you what you want when you want it.
The 10-day trend. It's only on Channel 2 News, the power of 2000.
Celebrity air rage and fabulous Hollywood feuds will tell you who hates who. Tomorrow on National Enquirer TV, you know you want to watch.
Welcome back to National Enquirer TV.
For some of Hollywood's top actors, the role that's most appealing might be rock and roll. These noted stars are pursuing their own crossover dreams without giving up their very high-paying day jobs.
It's the end of the world as we know it.
While Jennifer Love Hewitt might be having the time of her life, music is her passion. She sings and plays guitar and has 3 pop albums to her name. Her lust for music began at the age of 3 while vacationing with her family. I wanted to sing a song, so I wandered off to the bar. My family was on a wild search for me. They found me doing a cabaret act.
Now don't you lose your faith in love just because of what he's done.
Kevin Bacon formed his group, the Bacon Brothers, in 1994. They even put out a few CDs. There's always been this dream in the back of my head to get on stage and play some rock and roll. Who would have thought that movie star Jeff Goldblum was an accomplished jazz piano player? Jazzman Jeff has been playing since he was a kid and performs in clubs and restaurants in Los Angeles. Jeff says the release is playing piano. With acting, sometimes I make myself do it. But piano, that's purely for me. When Keanu Reeves isn't starring in a blockbuster film, he's on the road rocking out with his band Dog Star. Other star musicians include Johnny Depp, Bruce Willis, and Woody Harrelson. Mike?
You've heard about it a million times. Celebrities meet and fall in love on movie sets. But how many of these romances last beyond opening night? Love and lust, Hollywood style.
They were Hollywood's golden couple. They met and fell in love in 1995 on the set of the grisly murder thriller Seven. Gwyneth at first resisted her co-star's killer chemistry. "And then I started to get a crush on him," said Gwyneth. She fought with herself. "I can't get a crush on Brad Pitt." Pitt, on the other hand, was smitten from the start. And Gwyneth later said, "I am properly in love for the first time in my life. I do not care if my former boyfriends read this." But 2.5 years later, the romance was kaput. Lauren Holly and Jim Carrey struck an instant match on the set of Dumb and Dumber in 1994. Being married for 7 years to Melissa Carey didn't stop Jim, and Lauren just came out of a messy marital breakup with Danny Quinn. Jim and Lauren spent a lot of time in each other's trailers between takes. Then came the semi-nude love scenes. A crew member described them as particularly heartfelt. The couple wed in 1996 after Carey divorced, but 10 months later, it was all over. Courtney Love and Ed Norton romanced on the set of The People vs. Larry Flint in 1996. Their off-screen personalities were about as different as their on-screen characters. Not long after the movie wrapped, so did the romance. Hearts were racing on the set of Days of Thunder when Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman fell in love in 1989. They kept their romance so discreet that no one involved in the film had any idea what was happening. Cruise, however, was still married to Mimi Rogers. The farewell party for the film was the turning point. Tom didn't invite Mimi to the event, and Mimi had always shown up for such parties in the past. Nice guy Cruise shocked his colleagues who knew him only as the gentleman who put women on a pedestal. "I'm with Nicole now," Tom told Mimi, and asked for a divorce. Nicole and Tom were married in 1990, months after his divorce from Mimi, and they continued to make beautiful movies together. Crazy about each other and not afraid to drive everyone else around the bend, Alec Baldwin and Kim Basinger fell in love on the set of The Marrying Man in 1990. Their romance was made public after reports surfaced that the movie shoot was delayed because of their on-set trysts. Kim and Alec turned into the marrying couple in 1993 and are still together. It was lust at first sight for Antonio Banderas and Melanie Griffith, who went wild for each other on the set of Too Much in 1994. The fiery Spaniard said of his sexy co-star, "It was instant, passionate love." Although they were both married at the time, they went public with the affair and were photographed in some very passionate poses. The Spanish papers didn't take kindly to Melanie and dubbed her a prostitute. The couple filed for divorce from their spouses and walked down the aisle in 1996. That same year, Courtney Cox and David Arquette screamed for each other on the set of Scream. But it wasn't until Scream 2 that the pair began hollering for each other for real. To ease set boredom, David would try on Courtney's dresses. Another actor on the film said you'd catch them flirting around the food truck. The relationship turned into a devoted one, and in 1999, David made Courtney his lifelong friend. Scream director Wes Craven said, "It's one of those cases where opposites attract and complement each other in wonderful ways. Ain't Hollywood love grand?"
You know, this can be a good thing, Susan. Directors particularly love it when these stars have backstage romances. It creates a lot of very hot chemistry on camera.
Yeah, heat for the movie, but directors also get into the action. Steven Spielberg was with Amy Irving. He met her on an audition. Then his current wife, Kate Capshaw, met on Indiana Jones.
And James Cameron, of course, met Linda Hamilton on Terminator, and then Susie Amos, his present girlfriend, on Titanic. These directors get around, you know.
Well, you got to have a little fun. You're there for months.
Yeah.
We'll be right back. Here's today's National Enquirer TV quiz. Which actress's big break came playing Candice Bergen's daughter in the movie Rich and Famous? Was it Uma Thurman, Meg Ryan, or Cameron Diaz? Stay tuned for the answer when National Enquirer TV returns.
The answer is 4. The answer is 22. The answer is gravity. The answer is the life of Samuel Johnson.
Now that I've met you, would you object to never seeing me again?
My name is Donnie Smith, and I have lots of love to give.
It's not what you hope for. It's not what you deserve. It's what you take.
He's dying. He's dying very, very rapidly.
Sometimes people need a little help. Sometimes people need to be forgiven.
Rated R. Now playing in New York and LA. Starts January 7th everywhere.
Experience the Conair Water Jet Spa, the most powerful compact ever that turns your tub into an invigorating experience. The Conair Water Jet Spa. Also from Conair, the ultra-massaging foot spa bath.
I have a fantasy. Body fantasy. My senses are free, floating in a mist of flowers and fruit. My arms, my legs are weightless and flawless to the touch.
Body Fantasies by Parfums Decor.
National Enquirer TV will return in a moment.
Channel 2 News, the power of 2000, gives you a powerful start to your business day. Bloomberg, the premier business news network, joins Channel 2 News for unparalleled coverage of the business and financial community.
You no longer need a personal computer to send and receive electronic mail.
Every business morning, see the latest trends and get an up-to-the-minute market report from Wall Street. Get a financial edge with the power of 2000 and the power of Bloomberg Business Reports. Mornings only on Channel 2 News.
Hi, this is Anna Song to Mom, Marty, and Big Brother Michael. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, 我爱你，圣诞节快乐.
Happy holidays to the great folks down at St. Francis Soup Kitchen. Thanks for all your hard work.
I'm Gary Walker. Merry Christmas to everyone on Mount Scott.
Hi, I'm Mindy Rugg, and I'd just like to wish Merry Christmas to my family.
To all my Sunday school students at the Amity branch of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, I'd like to wish them Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays.
From all of us at K2.
It's Rosie's big holiday blowout. Celebrate the season with the stars. Next time, being in the hospital was a real gas for Tim Allen.
When you have intestinal problems, all they're waiting for is noise. We passed gas. I've never been around women so excited. We passed gas today.
Plus, from the talented Mr. Ripley, sexy Jude Law. And speaking of talent, boy, can this little girl sing. It's all part of Rosie's big holiday blowout. Next all-new Rosie O'Donnell Show.
Today at 4 on the power of 2000.
Which actress made her movie debut playing Candice Bergen's daughter in the movie Rich and Famous? It's Meg Ryan.
Coming up tomorrow on National Enquirer TV, Hollywood's nastiest feuds.
And freaking out in the friendly skies, star-sized air raid. Until then, I'm Susan Campos.
And I'm Mike Walker. Good day and good gossip to you.
On a diet? Give me a break. It's Mexico!
Come to Mexico for every reason, any season.
America Online introduces new version 5.0.
5.0 is really easy.
It's even better than before. There's just a wealth of things that you can only find on AOL.
America Online. Sign up today.
The ones who brought coats, sweaters, or boots, please raise your hand. First time in Mexico, Pancho.
For every reason, any season.
You're watching KATU, the power of 2000.
Hi, Portland. I'm Rick with Empire Glass.
And myself.
Gia Herb Gardens available at Big Kmart, Rite Aid, High School, and Walgreens.